I'll start with the end result at the beginning of the video. I'll take you through how I put this Flushmaster in with the Saltwater applicator and how you would use a Flushmaster if you only have one motor. If you've looked at these, you know that they only come in a 2-motor configuration. Well, this was perfect for me because I wanted to install this system, which is a Saltwater applicator, and I wanted it to be all automatic because I'm lazy. I don't flush my motor all the time. I don't feel like standing out here for 15 minutes. I don't want to drag the hose and change the thing out on the end of the hose. Everything about flushing my motor is a pain to me. So this not only makes it cool, it flushes the Saltwater through it, and the only way you can really do it is with the 2-motor system, because this one is water and this one is Saltwater through this T right here. So if you think this is cool and you've been considering one of these Flushmasters, stay tuned because I'll show you exactly how I did it. And I love it. It's worked out great. Here's the hose that goes over to the the motor, right over there. And here's the Saltwater applicator that I fill with Saltwater, and it just kind of hangs here in this cradle really nicely. Here's the supply. The stainless steel line goes up there. But let's get to the video. If I have you intrigued, let me show you how I did it. Okay. Yeah. It's like 100 degrees here in Florida. In this video, I'm trying to hook up a Flushmaster to a Saltwater injector so that I can accomplish basically this down here. As you know, with an older motor, there is no flush port. That's a 1996 Evinrude. If you follow my channel, I've done a bunch of videos on that. If you want to know pretty much anything about it other than replacing the stator, check out that playlist. But this is the Saltwater injector that I plumbed in. So here's the hose. You just turn it on and it'll run through the earmuffs. And depending on where you have this set, it'll either flush or just run water through it. Right now it's on rinse, so it's just running water through it. And I like to leave it light blue. So as you know, it's very dark blue when you put it in there. And I like to leave this color in my engine all week because I believe that it loosens deposits. It helps prevent rust from the city water, which is what that is. It makes me feel better. So I made that to make it very easy to flush that motor. Now, this is not an automatic system because you have to stand here while the motor is running. That's the only way to really thoroughly flush these old engines. Well, with these new engines, you've got a flush port right there. That is the C-Mule flush port. And they came out with this Flushmaster automatic flushing device. It's basically like a fancy sprinkler timer. First, let's get it out of the box. It's a Flushmaster, and I can't remember which kit I ordered because it's been sitting here for a while. They glue it. They don't put tape on it. That's different. So you get a hose, fittings, unit. You get a little thank you card, replacement parts with a QR code and warranty information. Flushmaster, thank you for your order. There's no sticker. Come on. I like stickers. Here's the controller. That's what it looks like. This is where the hose attaches. It's got a protective cover on it. The battery compartment, I assume, is here. It is as difficult as possible to get into with 6 screws. Good Lord. I will not be using these because they will leak in here. I've got a video on that. I'll put the link up above. Batteries that don't leak Panasonic end loop pros, they don't leak. Every time you change batteries, you got to take out all these screws. Some kind of easier way to get this off would probably have been nice, but who knows? Maybe the batteries last a really, really, really long time. It comes with a screwdriver, Phillips and flathead, and the kit that I ordered comes with this much hose. This is like a car engine water hose, is how I would say. When we get out to the dock, you'll see that I use black hoses out there. So this is going to match perfectly. And then what comes in this is your fittings. Looks like they have a rather nice, let's look at this. This is kind of nice. Let's see what else is in here first. So we've got the fittings and these fancy hose clamp things. Wow, look at that. So that feels like it's aluminum. And it looks like that would probably go like that. Yeah. Huh, that's pretty nice. So it gives you a kind of a finished look on the end of the hose, if you can imagine that. Smallest one they make is a 2-motor. And my idea, let me show it to you on paper also, but it's to run this through an injector. So first let me show you the drawing. This took me a couple times to draw it out and figure out how to get motor 2 to basically inject Saltwater into the line of motor 1. And if you want to freeze it on this last picture here, this is what I ended up with, and this is what worked. By the way, they sent me stickers. How cool is that? I love stickers. Let me show you something. I've had this boat for 25 years, at least. And there are 25 years of stickers. Lots and lots of stickers. In fact, I don't even know, there is a layer of stickers that I believe you can't even see. Anyway, you can see how excited I was when they sent me some stickers when I called to order more of these because I needed them for the tea. So happy. What will happen is this one will run for maybe 10 minutes and just flush water. And then this one will run for a minute or maybe 2 minutes. And it will push salt away through this port with a T, flush the motor for just a minute or so, maybe 2 minutes, however long it takes to make it look like that. And we're gonna mount it right here. I think I'm gonna put the controller right here in this holder and then run the hoses down here. You'll need the Flushmaster in whatever configuration you choose, meaning 2-3 motors and however much hose you want. They sell it in all different ways. I did verify that these valves can take back pressure. So if you had multiple motors, you could simply just tee them all in. You'd have to put a check valve in so it doesn't backflow into the other motor. But if you're even thinking of doing this, you have some plumbing clue, I am sure. You'll need some extra hose clamp fittings from Seamule if you want them all to look the same. You'll need something to hold the hose. This is a bracket that I got off Amazon. It's stainless steel. You'll need the Saltwater applicator, and then you'll need these adapters that I got from West Marine. This one and this one, which turn this into hose barb or hose, to hook up the hose. You'll need a T so that you can interrupt that main line, and then you'll need some way to get the water from the hose bib up to the device. And because this is female and this is female. This is just a washing machine hose, stainless steel washing machine hose. Hey, Lacey. I hear her crunching away. All right, I guess she can do that. You'll need an adapter. And these are the adapters that I got off Amazon. They are also stainless steel, but it's just a male-to-male hose. So this will go here, and the other side will go here. And that way we can get this down to the hose bib. You're supposed to have this on half turn. So this is full turn, this is half turn, and that way you're reducing some of the volume. And I don't believe that is a C-mule thing. I believe that is a Mercury or Yamaha or whatever your motor brand doesn't want full pressure pushing through those hoses for fear of blowing something off, and it's not necessary to have that much pressure. So what my plan is, and I have another one of these somewhere, I'll have to find it, but I have another one of these. These are stainless steel boiler drains. I get them on Amazon. They're about 20 bucks, about 15 bucks a piece. They're amazing. They're quarter turn, so they're easy turn on and off. I'm sorry, half turn. And they're stainless, and they don't rust. These have been out here for years. In fact, this was underwater during Ian, and it's totally fine. You can see that this is broken off, so I'm gonna replace that. But what I'm gonna do is cut this, put a T in here so I can have my main hose bib for this hose that I use to wash the boat, and then I'll have another hose bib for the Saltwater Flushmaster. Whenever you screw into these pilings with stainless, you really want to drill a pilot hole because it will absolutely break. It'll likely break on you. I like to dope and tape. Just makes me feel better. Pretty much all I did was cut this. I put that one down there, that one up there, this one for the hose, this one for the thing, and while I'm waiting for the longer thing, hose, I'll just put this here temporarily, switch them later. But now this and this are lined up. The two Saltwater supplies right here and here are lined up. So that looks nice. First thing I did was attach the hose to number 1, which is going to be the 10-minute flush with no Saltwater. I did one hose there. You can see I have all this excess. And then I attached the other hose to the motor. My longest runs, potentially this is not gonna be a long run, but my longest runs are covered. So now I need to figure out how to tee in the Saltwater. Just wanted to show you real quick, I use these rechargeable end loop pros. They're fantastic, they don't leak. I have a video on that. They will not destroy the insides of your electronics, and they last a pretty long time, and you can recharge them. I mean, I've got batteries that I've been using for years, recharging them in door locks and stuff like that. They're excellent. Oh my God, do yourself a favor. When you unscrew all these over the water and get them back in without dropping one, make sure you put them in right. Because now I gotta do it all over again. I don't like that. Put the hose coil here. I have this one running over to the motor. I have this going through the Saltwater. I should mention this is temporary. I just wanted to make sure the system would work. This is not going to just hang here like this. I've set this for 1 minute. I'm going to turn the water on, make sure I have water. I'll turn this water on half, and I'm gonna hit start. And aside from it leaking right there, but it is flushing. What's happening is water's going through here into here. It's actually not backflowing. I guess it is backflowing. In case you notice, I'll just explain, this is backwards. That Saltwater applicator has to be turned around Anyway, it's fixed from here forward, but that's backwards. Okay, well, it works. Got 12 seconds left on motor 1, which is just plain water. It's sudsy because there's some soap in there from before, but it's about to switch. So 2 seconds, 1 second, and now it's switched to motor 2. And now it's pumping through the Saltwater, which tees in right here, right there. And you can see by the suds, we are now pumping salt away for a minute. And then it'll shut off automatically. And that is super cool. As with most projects, changes as we go. I'm still waiting on the longer hose. This will sit flat in there once the hose is here. And I don't like where this is hanging. I want it to hang, I think, right here. And in order to do that, I think I need these. So these are basically the same as what I used over here, so that I can cause this to go straight up on both sides. And that way the hose, if I put it here, will just go straight up. Let's see how this works. Here we go. Didn't that come out nice? So right now it's flushing the salt away. You can see the soap suds. These made for perfect mount right in there. I have them angled just a little bit to put the right pressure on it. You can see it's shutting off. And got lots of suds. Well, it won't stop raining, but I want to finish this video. So this is it. It's totally complete. Let me show you the plumbing and how I zip tied everything in here. So here's the unit. 2 hoses come out right here. This is the T where the salt system tees in. I've got everything zip tied. These hoses come down here and into this cradle, and the cradle serves as a little holder for the salt away and a coil, place to coil the hose. So let's go ahead and I'm just going to set this right here, and we'll go plug in the motor and we'll flush it, and I'll show you where all the water comes from. So you can do this with the boat up or down on the lift. We'll just take the cover off, plug this in, and that's it. This goes right over to there. I've got some slack, you can see right down there. I love that the hoses are black on these, on the Flushmaster, because all my hoses out here on the dock are black. Anyway, we'll just hit on. I still have it programmed for 1 minute for each. So we'll hit start. And right now, the hose bib that I put in is on quarter turn, or half turn really. It goes into this washer hose, stainless steel washer hose, comes right up here and into the bottom of the Flushmaster. So right now it's just water. There's no salt away. And the little bit of suds that is coming out is the salt away that's left in the motor. So we've got 25 seconds left, and I have timed this. I've actually run this for a minute at least 5 times. So I know that 5 minutes of flushing still looks light blue. And if you remember from the beginning of the video, that's what I'm going for. So we got 4 seconds left. It's about to switch. There. So now it just switched over to the salt away, which means that the water's now coming through this one. This was the clean water. This is the salt away one. It comes right down here and into the applicator, and then out and up and into this T right there. The applicator has to be set to salt, and to put more solution in, this just comes right out You can lift it out, you can just leave it there and twist it. But you can see now, after about 30 seconds, there's soap coming out of the motor. Now that'll run, we got 15 seconds left, but now I know that I can at least run this for 5 minutes. So I'm thinking 15 minutes is a good flush. So I'm gonna do 10 minutes on number 1, 5 minutes on number 2. Oh, hear it, it's getting ready to stop. And it just stopped, and then it gives you a beep here to confirm it's totally off. You'll hear that in a second. Anyway, that's it for this video. I'm really happy with this, and now I will definitely flush my motor more often for sure. Thanks for watching, as always. See you next time.